What is cryonics? Have you ever wondered what happens to us after we die? The concept of cryonics offers a fascinating perspective on this age-old question. Cryonics is the practice of preserving human bodies or brains at extremely low temperatures right after legal death. The idea is that future medical technology might one day revive and restore these individuals to life. The term cryonics comes from the Greek word cryos, which means icy cold. The process involves cooling the body or brain to around -196 degrees Celsius, typically using liquid nitrogen. This extreme cold halts biological decay and aims to preserve the structure of cells and tissues. The goal is to maintain the brain's neural architecture, which is thought to be essential for retaining a person's identity and memories. It is important to note that cryonics is different from cryogenics. Cryogenics is a broader scientific field that studies the behavior of materials at very low temperatures. Cryonics, on the other hand, specifically focuses on biological preservation with the hope of future revival. The procedure begins only after a person is declared clinically and legally dead. Cryoprotectants are used during the freezing process to reduce ice formation, which can damage cells. However, current technology cannot reverse the cryopreservation process or restore life, making cryonics highly experimental and controversial. From an anthropological viewpoint, cryonics challenges traditional beliefs about death and the afterlife. It represents a modern technological attempt to extend life, contrasting with many cultural and religious beliefs that view death as a final transition. Many cultures see death as a transformation of the soul or spirit, while cryonics suggests a materialist view of identity. This view implies that the physical structure of the brain encodes the self, and, if preserved, could potentially be reactivated in the future. Cryonics also intersects with ideas found in animism and totemism. In these belief systems, spiritual continuity or transformation after death is central. Unlike these beliefs, cryonics does not rely on spiritual or supernatural mechanisms, but rather on future scientific advancements. This raises intriguing questions about how contemporary societies understand mortality, the soul, and what it means to be alive. Practically speaking, cryonics is pursued by a small number of individuals who make arrangements for their bodies to be preserved after death. This often involves legal and financial planning. The process can be quite expensive and is not widely accepted by mainstream science or medicine. Critics argue that the current scientific basis for revival is speculative and that the concept disrupts social norms surrounding death, inheritance, and mourning. In summary, cryonics is a modern approach to preserving human remains at low temperatures after death, aiming for future revival. It stands in contrast to traditional religious and cultural beliefs about the afterlife by proposing a scientific solution to death rather than a spiritual one. This makes it a unique phenomenon for anthropologists studying how human societies confront mortality and the desire for life beyond death.